Morning, guys. This is your boy Kabza. Before I even start talking or responding, basically, good morning to everyone. And ngicela ukuvula ngenkonzo ngivele ngithi nizizwele nani ithi Thixo imofaya leyo bafethu. Basically, this is your boy Ukabelo Sakala. I also go by the name of Kabza. So I know that yesterday you must have heard the news that DJ Sbu broke down the disappointment of black businesses in our economy, in our township, about the service that was not actually rendered, basically. But nevertheless, I'm trying to also respond to some positivity into this whole picture or aspect of this whole misunderstanding, because I know as black businesses, we are always trialing and trying to get ourselves to the next level of our lives. I'm intentionally, guys, I'm putting it on record. I'm intentionally pushing this product with my product because I've signed my company, and my company is an event management, branding, marketing, advertising, and promotions. And basically, for me to be able to showcase my potential in my business, I am intentionally inclined with more fire. I didn't have to go to the offices to give me the permission. The permission was more on conversations with Mr. Sbu on the opportunities I wanted to explore with my brand, which is Pushiva, that I started a couple of years ago, and I have grind through it. I've been told what the hell am I doing? I've been told a lot of negativity, but I never dwell on the negativity because I think in my life in that time I had made certain choices and commitments that I knew that they were not going to come easy. That is because not I'm intelligent, super intelligent, or I'm a psychic, or I see things, but it's because I had a belief, a dream, and a vision. And that's how I started my journey, basically, on getting myself engaged. Because I know that most of the time people will see my videos on YouTube and what's happening, and I'm always portraying myself as the marketing guy. So yes, I am a guy who's actually promoting his entity through entities, because that was the whole ideology, which is giving exposure to young, creative, brilliant minds from all area codes by doing the following: bringing a lifestyle into a brand, creating themes that will fit the brand, and so forth. So I think what I also want to say to DJ Sbu is that thank you for actually such an opportunity, because a guy like me could have worked for companies like Red Bull, but it was never easy to get access to such entities as a sales rep for that matter, or Monster or any other. It's not basically because of sabotaging a brand. I'm just making an example as an individual that I've been in marketing. I wanted to, and advertising, and I wanted to follow that. So when I was supposed to get a job with BAT, that is Tobacco International, and then the recession hit us at that time, and then the entrepreneurship bug came into mind. And if you can trail Gabelo Pushy Vibe, you'll see the level of commitment and attribution that I've actually committed myself to say I'm gonna work for my brand. And if I remember very well, which was back in 2009, it's so long ago, and I think when DJs were still at YFM, I also went there in the morning. I mean, 4 o'clock, I was there at the door, kicking the door and saying, "Yo, Sbu, I need to build my brand." You were told there was a slot called Build Your Brand. I think that slot built my brand ever since. And connecting the dots psychologically, as people, we need to connect the dots of our lives and see how far we're going, where we're going, because that will take away actually the fear of not um and not being afraid to take rejection in whatso matter, but nevertheless, through this conversation, it's more of trying to build a character of brands together as people. Because my intention, I like the part where you actually talked about black businesses and Ipa to a trip, how you rock those. I mean, we did that like 2019 when we actually, you gave us the opportunity, our company, to do the coordinate the Mzege Zege music video ekuruleni. And we did a great job. And if you still want to follow that up, you can just go to YouTube and check out the Mzega music video. We did the coordination there. So the local, the branding business on its own. And I'm glad that you had to mention people like Abo Happy Nchingil, Abo Mr. Happy Nchingil, I'm a role model of marketing because Ukabelo coming from simple kasi like Tembis and running a marketing agency. It's people will will just say, what the hell you think you're doing? You don't have the amount to, or the money, the capital to start that. And it didn't start with the capital with me. It started with the passion, with the roles, how I rolled on the streets, my background, upbringing, and so forth. But that's a topic for another day. And then on the Mofa product, basically the Mofa product, I think it's becoming huge. As a marketing person, and inclining myself is an opportunity, and bluntly saying it's an opportunity that it sees that I didn't have to go through to a lot of people because I started my own company. So the trail led me to getting access that I could have sent an CV elsewhere, but I actually sent a profile and a proposal, and the social media is influencing this by actually giving me the opportunity to market my brand, my brand, and it's all the effort that I have to push. So I always say that my brand is called Push a Vibe. That's Go Push Your Vibe Go, which is event management, branding, marketing, advertising, and promotion consultancy. And ever since the progress of Pushing a More Fire, it has opened the doors. Thank you for that, actually, guys, and the founders of More Fire, to say it has given me the opportunity to actually speak to the random people they never get to speak to, where we speak to CEOs about venturing more. I come in, I sell more fire, but I come out with something even better, which is a business relationship. And somehow, someway, I'm glad, but I'm not happy that it happened the way that people show you customer services and the value of your money. Guti. You bring in people that you can spend 10 grand on a bill, but they still not showing you customer service and so forth, and it's something that we always try to support. So next time I'd like to recommend a restaurant called KabzaNgwana's Lifestyle Restaurant. Is at Elubuwengi. It's one of the first fine dining restaurants. So you can go to the Facebook KabzaNgwana's Lifestyle Restaurant. You can check what they're selling and stuff. And why I'm mentioning them is because I've been inclined with them for some time, and the solutions and the ideas that I've implemented in the business, they've been working out ever since. And I'm glad to see that people could take my 2 cents and turn it into something that will actually bring value into the business. And I know they open-minded into products, selling products, and so forth. Okay, so you can just check that out if it's anybody. And then what else I wanted to touch on the Brass Buddha was that the support and an act. As much as I'm supporting the brand, I'm not expecting the brand to support me immediately, but to see the potential to connect me to the next people of my life. See, that's another difference. Don't do something because you have certain expectation on it. My intention is to use my brand to promote a product, which is now I was promoting the brand. I'm promoting the product in that sense, so that people can see the blackenism and the intentional promotion of black people. If I had butter right now, I'm still working on that. I'll be putting it on the table. And I also wanted to show you that the element that we're pushing and the bravery is awesome. And the synergy is good to be able to say, guys, let's not give up on our people. Let's not give up on our people. There are things that they need to learn, and yes, there are things that will temper people because we are not used to it. The system that we come from, you would hear referring to Steve Biko, where they would talk about the black consciousness on how to make things work. I never give up on my brand when, as much as people said, what am I doing? I don't have the physical appearance. I didn't have the financial fitness of fitting in people's lives, or scheming because we're sipping on champagne and so forth. How about we sip on our own champagne for that matter? But nevertheless, the tangible stuff, driving fancy cars and people, they like you for that. That's just a black mentality. You look at how Steve Biko have referred us back in the days to say we cannot be cluttered, guys. We cannot allow ourselves to be cluttered because of black pieces. When a white person walks in with more fire, we are glad to buy it. When a black person offers you more fire, you say, you have the audacity to say it's poison. Why are we doing that to our society? You look at all the rich people that are pushing out there. They've been selling things to us. Yes, the youth. What I like about the youth today is that the youth today is more of pushers than ever. Guys, I think the people are finally getting the message. It's just let's not give up on our people, because the youth on its own, they get the message. The pushers. There was a clip on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, you see how the youth is always, every time I have to activate more fire. The youth is always around and they are learning, and let's keep teaching them. Let's keep preaching to them, because maybe Emakaya by totally little knowledge, because Emakaya maybe they didn't go to school or whatever. But look, their cousins, there are other people. Let's try to create the gap in our exist. Create the gap, not to exist, guys. Create the support system. Support to black person is not money. When you think money, think big money. Think money that is going to secure your future, your family, and support structure. But there has to be passion and compassion that arises in order for us to get to the next level of our lives. So that's why I need to thanks for more for opportunity to give a pushy vibe opportunity to be at this level of confidence in myself as a Zukavel, as an individual. I have confidence in my brand, my company, my entity that I'm securing my future with. I want to see myself creating jobs and so forth. But nevertheless, let's build our brands, guys. Our brands needs to be built. And then the youth, let's not give up on the youth. And then, the more fire and entrepreneurship boat, it's also something else. That's why I'm like to say, welcome to it, Bras Buddha. On that level, I know you've done great in terms of that, but it never changes. I guess it's still more to share with people. And the intention of Bonfire is because you can send a lot of CVs, attend a lot of seminars, promotional events, companies, selling you their product and so forth, what for that matter. But let's sell our own product, for us to reach a certain status of development and growth. There are changes that are going to happen, and whether we like it or not. But more or less, without saying much, thank you for that, guys. This is your boy Kabza. I was just tapping on, sleeping on the message, and inclined with the brain. Let's keep doing great things. Let's keep pushing. I know we come from KabzaNgwana to see us as hold it back. And then you look at a person like Kanye West, if I can mention that guy. That guy was looked at, he was crazy for what he stood for, and was man, like standing up to other people, but they looked at him crazy. But he would say things on stage, people say, he's crazy. Today, he's the richest black person from Kabanga, from hip hop, but he dimensioned, he converted his entrepreneurship mentality, which is great things. That's a strategy, and black excellence should be about. Let's not give up on each other.